over the years, Adidas has done a lot of different Ultra Boosts, okay? You have the 21s here, 22s, very similar, and you have the Ultra Boost OGs. But today, we're going to be taking a look at these right here, which is the brand new Ultra Boost 23s. I haven't seen them yet, so let's see what I think when I open them up for the first time. So thank you guys for tuning into the channel. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get this unboxing going. I'm back down here, you know, on my regular D-Rose space. This is the actual first review that I've done this year. Everything else you've seen filmed has been an older video, and you probably still will see some older videos here for a while. But this is something I want to make sure I got out to you guys as soon as possible because it's brand new Ultra Boost in terms of the way that it's built, style, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So without further, let's take a look here. Okay, so I haven't bought an Adidas shoe in a while. So this is a new box. So look at this. You got the performance, you know, stripes on here. You have, you know, performance stripes here as well. And this says Ultraboost Light. So when I bought these off of Finish Line, these were described as the Ultraboost 23s. So maybe it's all the same, but we'll find out and see. Whoa. Okay. Now wait a minute. It is actually amazing how much lighter these are compared to the 21s. And if we go, you know, let's just, for the most recent comparison, if I grab these, we'll just switch these out in the clock rotation. These are the 22s. And these, wow, these are stupidly light. That's really interesting. And that's a thicker chunk of Boost sole. Man, look at that. Just like a side-by-side look for you guys. I'll probably do a more, you know, in-depth comparison later. But just for this initial look at it, that's crazy. Wow. Okay, so this is, you know, the brand new Ultra Boost for this year. The big thing about this one, to me, is that it's using a new type of boost foam called this Light Boost. There hasn't been a press release out for it yet, so I can't give you exact specifics about how much more boost is in it, you know, how much lighter it is the foam density any different, all these are different pieces and things. But what we can talk about today really comes mainly down to a feel, comes down to a look, and comes down to really just some more details with it. This upper appears to still be a prime knit upper, similar to like what we had on this on the past models, but you know, it's one of those things where you kind of see these different grooves and these different patterns, which is kind of nice. I got this regular black and white colorway because it was the only one that Adidas, well, not even Adidas is selling these yet. Finish Line had these up. Finish Line, I guess, has had the sneaky Adidas drops as of late. There's some Rose 1 resto mods on the website right now. There were the Harden Volume 7s, which if I had seen that, I would have ordered those as well too, because I really want to see those. But I was able to get these, and you know, I'm happy about at least that. So some of the things you'll notice about this shoe initially too is that when it comes to the outsole, you still have that same Continental rubber for the outsole. It's very similar in terms of the way it's designed compared to like the previous models, but you also see in this big puck right here where it says Light Boost, which is again the big thing about this model of the Ultra Boost. You also have this thing called Adidas Leap, which is the same thing as like what's been on the previous models in terms of how they have this X bar basically implemented in the shoe to help give it, you know, some torsional support. You have your cage on the Ultra Boost, which is, you know, regular. But I guess the big thing people want to know is, are these comfortable? So let's, you know, try them on real quick. And the verdict is, I really don't know what to say. Like, these are comfortable, but I tried them on back to back with a brand new pair of 22s because I coincidentally bought a bunch of Ultra Boosts at the outlets back in the over the holidays. I plan to review, which I still will do at some point. But I was surprised, you know, when I put these on compared to the other ones, it doesn't feel as plush. Like, it feels comfortable, but like when you put on a pair of Ultra Boosts, that boost feeling that you really talk about feeling like right instantly, I didn't exactly feel that with the Light Boost. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It doesn't feel like a regular EVA either. But I haven't tried any of those other, like, basically similar material construction to what Boost is, like ETPUs. I think is what they are. I haven't tried any other shoes that have another ETPU that's not that's not Boost, but I'm imagining it feels kind of similar, because this feels like, you know, it's funny. Boost, consistently, people have always talked about the fact that Boost is like, it looks like styrofoam. This is the most styrofoam feeling look and feel of an Ultraboost, and hand you touch the foam itself. And the thing is, like, yeah, I press on this foam, it doesn't compress much compared to, like, you know, if I press on this on the 22s, I feel like it doesn't compress much either, but it feels softer when I press on it compared to these. And then the other thing too with this upper, I'm assuming this is another prime knit upper because it looks the same design. It's probably using recycled materials, because yeah, when you take out, I'll pop out the insole in here too. That's the other thing about this. I know that these are made, the Boost is constructed even from recycled materials. Yeah, this is in plastic waste, and that's like your regular little insole that you have in here, so it's nothing special to write home about. But yeah, it's just kind of a weird feeling. You know, I mean, I don't, and this isn't to say that I feel like they look like they feel cheap or that they look cheap, but it just feels a little bit different, you know. You do have your padding still here around your ankle, which is nice. You have that, just the performance stripes on there, you know, for Adidas' logo. But yeah, this prime knit upper almost even reminds me more of like an engineered mesh upper. But again, I can't say for 100% certain one way or the other whether it's prime knit or it's engineered mesh, but I'm assuming it's prime knit because Adidas has always given the Ultraboost a new version or iteration of prime knit based off whatever model it is. Whether we're talking about the OGs, I don't have a pair of 19s on the clock behind me, or we're talking about the 21s or 22s. It's always been a version of prime knit. And so I'm pretty sure there's another version of prime knit as well, just kind of feels a little bit different. This little heel cage back here too also extends up here to about your forefoot, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, they don't feel bad. You know, I'll be curious to see how they perform. That's something that I'll do a follow-up review for at some point. Wayne will also come and talk about these at some point with me too. I might wait to do a follow-up with him, or I might just do my own follow-up depending upon whether he gets a pair anytime soon or how that all, you know, kind of goes about happening. But yeah, the upper feels not as like soft as the 21s or 22s, and it also feels just a little bit more rigid. And these are all brand new pairs that I have. I haven't worn any of these. As you saw, I kind of still had the tag on this one. I still had the tag on the 22s, 21s, and the OGs. Or that's technically the Ultraboost 5.0, I guess. But, or the DNA, sorry. There's so many different names to these shoes now. Those have the tag on them as well, too. But, yeah, I mean, it's different, man. It's very cool, though. I'm excited to have these, and, like, I'm excited to give them a shot because I think they're going to be awesome. It's just one of those things where, again, I love seeing the Ultraboost change over the years, whether it's been the OGs, the 1920s, or the 21-22s. It's always exciting to see when Adidas is going to take that leap and redesign this classic silhouette with, you know, an upgrade to it and such. It kind of, you know, reminds me of, you know, when I used to work at Finish Line more often, when you'd have updates come in of, you know, the new Air Maxes for the year. You know, the Air Max, you know, the 2015s, 2016s, the 17s, the 19s, you got the Vapor Maxes. Like, it's cool to see how the design language continues to grow and change over the years. And the Ultraboost still is, like, one of my favorite silhouettes that Adidas has done. And it's just a great overall shoe. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoy this look and review over, you know, the Ultraboost 23s or the Ultraboost Lights, however you want to look and describe them. I'll be back with more reviews over some Ultraboost here shortly. For those that don't watch the channel regularly, I do reviews of D-Rose shoes mainly, but I also do stuff like with anime, some Star Wars stuff, and some other Adidas content as well too. Hoping to do a review of the Hardens once I get my hands on a pair of them. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching and tuning in. Until next time, guys, peace. I'll see you around later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.